All right. Ready?
Yes.
A 3, 2, 1, and
Cool.
a yoink. And there we are. Oh,
Oh no.
I made the same mistake as last week. I need to learn to not do widescreen when I'm podcasting. 1 second, people.
The loot box picture is very nice.
It's like in the grass. You'll never see me coming. Yes, I am okay.
With the lame loot.
Yes.
I don't want your crappy loot.
No? You don't want my
No.
shitty sprays?
No.
And my voice lines?
I also don't want the Sigma skins.
Why not?
No.
Don't shit on my on the Dutch boy.
There's only like 2 skins I like because the other skins of him have all his feet showing.
All right.
And I hate that.
Okay, I'm back to normal shit. So in 3, 2, 1, and we are back. Let's test it. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, but no, I mean, I like Sigma. I mean, I like the Talon skin, but he has shoes there, so I guess you like that one too. Hmm? Yeah. But that's why I think I offer 2 Talon Pepakura Unfold packs. Templates, and one is just the normal one because it's the normal one, and the other one I deliberately did the Talon one because I knew like people would go like, oh, Talon is like the evil skin and a helmet, and that one it was sold pretty good. So and yeah, he has shoes, and the shoes are like easy because all they did is add a shoe because like his shin and the ring on top of his like boot is the same as in his feetless or in his shoeless skin, so they just probably just the texture of his foot is just made black with a ridge. Now he has shoes.
Oh.
Ooh, look at him. He doesn't need shoes because he's floating, so hey, you know.
A friend of mine is always using the emote where you see like sitting and showing the feet, and I hate it.
People are already appreciating the slideshow. Said, "Girl, I love your chest piece, but which chest? Oh, the that. Oh yeah, I thought like in the a chest piece of armor, but I forgot you have a tattoo. Well, it's normal. I know that she has it, so
I also forget it. Like people are like, hey, do you have tattoos? No.
no.
Oh,
It's like,
wait.
oh wait. No, ew, tattoos, no.
Ew.
Is my camera freaking out? It was for a bit because I saw the repeat just now. It's kind of my camera is doing a weird low FPS kind of thing.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you know, we have the same camera.
Yes.
Yeah, the C920, but mine is going kind of crazy. But whatever, I can't do it now. I don't want to pause the stupid thing. Oh, now it seems to be okay again. All right, screw it. Anyway, good evening, good evening, you two. Yeah, good evening to you too. How many tattoos do you have? Well, obviously she's talking to you, but that's 3. That's 4. 4. How many do I have? I have the 1. I have 2. I have 3. I have 4. I have Vegeta. That's 5. Yeah, that's 5. And I want a chest piece also, but not Darksiders. I want every I want every cosplay I ever made as like chibi characters, and then like all across my chest. And when I first pitched that idea to Angela, she was like, "Are you going to tattoo the loot box?" I was like, yes. But it will just be a box, not like me in it. that will look just stupid.
Why not?
Have a tattoo of me going like, "Yay, loot!" No. It'll just be probably next to like the Bob, because Bob is almost finished. So then next to Bob will just be a loot box. So yeah. Right. First topic.
Yes.
Are you rich?
No.
Am I? I don't think so.
No.
No? Okay. Well, a lot of people still, like, when you judge comment sections, they sometimes think like, oh, you do this for a living and must be nice being rich. Did you ever have those comments? It's like, oh,
Yes,
you do this I know you had the professional cosplayer a lot. I know you had that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's far from true. I think cosplay kind of falls into the same category as any art form. If you try to make a living out of art form, like, oh, I'm a painter, you get shitty pay, unless you like make like the art with the taped banana and just cash in millions. But you know, that's a one in a million shot. So the guy who bought it ate it. Awesome.
Yes.
Nice. Well, it's a banana. It was either eat it or let it rot.
I think he ate it. Oh, look, you're live.
But why? What? That's one expensive banana.
Just money.
But yeah, I've had it with the Iron Man stuff, and also people think because you do commissions and you sell stuff, then it's like, oh hey but you have all this money, you can do a special discount for me, your old buddy friend who liked you yesterday. So it's like, yeah, no. I think Bill Duran from Punished Props made a video of that once, where he actually bought an apple pie. And it's like, oh, so do you want to become like a full-time prop maker? And there's a lot of misconceptions about that, about what goes into it. And the way he describes it is, he has this pie and he slices it in all these little pieces. And how much time in a day would actually be spent on making props? So you have your slice of pie of answering emails and doing social media. That's like already maybe an hour or two. And then there's another slice where you have to get clients, because you have to like browse and forums, and maybe people are requesting stuff, so that's another slice of pie. And then there's supplies you have to buy, and you have to make a list and everything. All that little bit takes also time. And then there's another slice of taxes. You have to do your taxes, not only pay them but do them, and all the buying of stuff and what you made, and then he goes through all this list until there's like only one slice of pie left, and that's your little slice of actually making props. And that's just, well, I know it's time related, but it also kind of goes with money, because if I look at like one of my smokers, the cheapest one sells for $99, but like your net profit after your investment, after like I paid off my website and supplies and income tax and VAT, not much is left. And some people go like, oh, it's so expensive. Well, it's handmade, and a lot of tax goes off and all that other stuff. And that's a lot of time, I think, but what are you doing?
You don't see like the flickering?
Yeah, I do, but
Try to change the light.
you're like
A
glowing.
little bit. Yes.
She's just super white.
Yes,
Yes.
she is.
It's because I'm white. Don't be racist.
Yeah. How many tattoos do you have? Oh my god, that's awesome. We're gonna go back and forth. Chibi loot box with your head would look awesome though. Yeah, but I don't want to go Steve-O where I have like a tattoo of my face. It's like, no, not even a chibi version. I have like cartoon version of me on my hat. So no, not as a tattoo. Somebody posting bananas. I'm a photographer. I know the feel. Like, yes, I do love exposure. My rent's actually 800 exposure. Yeah, most definitely. It's like, oh, I'll tag your page. Like, oh my god, I'll get all these followers. Yeah, I'm fine. I have plenty. I don't need your 4 extra. So that won't pay my bill. Hello. How long have you been... Oh, I read that wrong. Somebody posted, hello, how long have you been live? But not long. But I read it at first as, how long have you been alive? It's like, oh, almost 35 years. Thank you. No, not long. So, no. We just started.
Yes.
I think like 10 minutes ago. And that was just bullshitting. So you just joined in. So if you want to get all the all the stuff. We're still talking about that we're not the cosplay won't like make you rich, or a misconception of that you must be rich because you make nice cosplay, or something that also sometimes gets confused with a lot of followers equals rich or equals a lot of money.
Yes.
It's not true, because if we had to follow that, you would be twice as rich as me.
Where's my money?
Woo, yay. Well, you do have an AK racing chair.
It's not mine chair.
No.
Switch the chairs.
Must look nice on stream. Must give the illusion that that I gotta flex.
Yes, of course.
No, but I don't know. I have it less now with the exposure stuff, and people are like, oh, you have all this money. I don't know why. Maybe because I always have answered it in the same way and kind of dismissed it, kind of also publicly. So maybe that's why. I don't know. You still get it a lot with like your professional cosplayer.
Professional cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, was it last week? No. Maybe. Yeah, just someone asked for like, if they buy a kunai, can they get like a headband for free? And I'm like, no, the kunai is like only $20 at the headband. Why would you pay $20 and get something for free? Maybe if you pay like $200, I would think about it, but for 20, no.
No. I had it also on the smokers. You know him. I won't say the name on stream, but it was like, oh, I need 2 smokers. Can I get a discount? It's like, yeah, no. I'll think about it if you order 3. Then I can do something. But 2 is like, yeah, no, 2, no.
Maybe if you wait for next Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, there was one. And the way he worded it was I think he was a genius in his own mind, but he was from the United Arab Emirates, so maybe Dubai or somewhere around there. And he was like, yeah, I'm making an Iron Man cosplay, and I need 2 smokers, but they are so expensive, and he recalculated to dollars for some reason. So what if I give you, if you send me 2 smokers for $110, and then you would give me some, because then you would have give me some discount. And I was like, wait, 1 is $110. It's like you're basically asking one for free, just you word it differently. You're asking,
then also discounted the other one.
Yes, it's like give me, I'll pay for 1 and just call it discount. 100%. That's not discount. Well, I guess it is, but
Yes.
let's see. Okay, I will get the headphones because I can't mute a Dremel. Well, you can leave it off, but you want to keep crafting, so. I want to learn to build cosplays like you guys. I did a Sans cosplay a few years back, and I was very proud of it, but looking back on it now, it just looks so crappy. Oh. My crappy costumes, they're not on camera, and they're already like on the junk pile, and or fallen apart, or sold as like, hey, maybe you want something to do with it. I mean, her too, and Lara and my girlfriend as well. She had some shit cosplay. I mean, the thing is,
holding my first cosplay, it was amazing. It was beautiful.
You hot glued belts on it.
Shut up! It was beautiful.
And it fell apart the day before you went to Sweden. You had a fever, and I had to repaint it for you.
No, that was just paint.
Yeah, well, also the belts with cheap hot glue, which your body heat would melt loose, and then your breastplate just fell off.
Shut up! It was the most beautiful thing ever.
It's crap. It was Warbler.
Yeah, Warbler.
Like my first cosplay, I sewed it by hand, some parts, because I didn't know how to work with a sewing machine.
You work with a sewing machine? No, not for me.
And I hot glued. And I didn't use wigs for like 2 or 3 years because I thought, wigs are stupid. I will use my own hair.
Ooh. Oh, I remember you posted that. You made a post about it. It was like, oh, I don't like wigs. And then like a year later, it's like, just wigs only.
Yes.
I love wigs.
I thought I can cosplay anything with my own hair.
Like,
I don't know why I thought that.
No.
It's stupid.
But no, even if you think your first cosplay is shit, at the time you're very proud of it because it's something
Yes.
you didn't do before. But I think you didn't pick it up anymore because you think I want to learn to build cosplays like you guys. But the only way you really learn, and that's not so much as like you guys, but this goes for everybody. You just have to keep doing it. Is that's why I also don't agree with when people say like, "Oh, you're so talented." Talent is bullshit. It's not like I've only cosplayed since 2015. So in March I'll cosplay 5 years. It's not that like in 2015 I was walking down the street doing groceries like look at all this talent. Oh, thank you. Now I'll buy foam and like, oh, look at me cosplay. No, it doesn't happen. You have to buy some foam or Warbler or whatever, or sewing machines and fabric, and just keep doing and doing and doing and doing it. And if you really want to learn, Facebook and Facebook cosplay groups are not so much your friend, because there's also a lot of this misinformation going around where people heard something that might have worked or whatever. YouTube is far better because you can just put in those same search terms, like how to glue EVA foam, like the most basic example there is. But just fill in those keywords, EVA, foam, cosplay, glue, and you'll get a whole list. And here's the most important part of learning: actually doing it and not being afraid to fail, because you will. But a lot of people, I've had one guy in my inbox, he messaged me again, and his last message was over a year ago. He was like, hey, I had some more questions about this and this and this. Like, oh, he wanted to build an Iron Man cosplay like me, but he still didn't start. I was like, are you still doing your research? Yeah, I've did all this research. And I was like, why didn't you start? Yeah, I'm afraid and I'll waste materials. It's like, you will. But if you never start wasting those materials, you'll never learn. And yeah, it costs money. You will. I've fucked up sheets and it hurts because it's like, shit, now I have to buy a new one. It's just how it is. That is the sacrifice. It will cost some materials, thus monies, and all some other stuff. And just keep doing and keep doing and keep trying. And especially with armor, what I did in the beginning, I was still actively part of the replica prop forum. And at the time, like Iron Man 1 and 2 were like, were still like super big and like, oh, I have to build all these Iron Man cosplays. So there were a lot of Iron Man threads, and that's how I kind of like learned my things. And the number one thing that everybody advised was, if you're gonna start building your Iron Man cosplay and you've never worked with foam before, do not start with the helmet. I know it's the most cool thing to do, but don't start on the helmet. What did I do? Fuck these guys. I can start on the helmet. It's nice. And I ruined a sheet of foam. So what did I do? Slap myself in the face, got some more foam, and I started with the boot, because the boot is far simple. It's smaller. It's kind of has like straight curves and everything. And then I worked on the boot. I was like, oh, cool. Then I made the other boot. And by doing, I kind of learned like, oh, if I do it like this, and reading some forums, I found it out. And then a shin, and then I did another shin. And by then, I already learned more stuff. And I kind of wanted to remake the boots. So I did, and learned from there. And then by the time I got up to the helmet, I already acquired more building knowledge and more familiarity with foam, that the helmet turned out far better than my first attempt. So that's also one of the things. Don't start with like the coolest piece of the costume.
Yes.
You need to start with shitty boots.
Can't learn without trying it.
No, definitely. It's like the thing, like, you're so talented, it's like, I want to be like you, or just put in the work. Just buy more foam or fabric or Warbler and just keep doing. let's see. If I link a pic, the chat is active. So if I link a pic, will you roast my sons? Sure, we can. Damn, that would be maybe a good topic.
Oh yeah.
We'll roast your cosplays.
Roaster. That's
Damn.
a really good idea.
Oh damn! Thanks.
Wait.
Hello, greetings from Little Luxembourg. Oh hey, it's one of the 3 cosplayers of Luxembourg. I want to try again for next Dutch Comic Con. Dutch Comic Con is already in March, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I don't know what you want to make, but gotta be quick because it's now 18th of January.
Don't con crunch.
No. I hate con crunch. I am firmly against con crunches. I think it adds to like that you go insane. Quality suffers. You'll be dead tired the entire week, and by the time the con hits, you'll be so fatigued you won't enjoy it. And I think we can make a dedicated podcast episode on why I hate con crunches and why I'm like super against it.
Yes.
But yeah. Let's see. At school, I hated art. Asked my mom to draw everything for me. Me years later. Oh wait. Let's see if I can do these on the laptop here. You want? Oh, nice.
Oh, I love Genji. Mm.
Nice. We can't show them on.
Can you?
No, because then I'd have to do the Discord. I don't have it like switched to the scenes, so.
Oh, that's sad.
I think I'll. If we really want to do the roasting, then I think I'll have to do kind of what gamers do. They game, but they stream from the other PC, and then there would be more control. So I think I'll have to do that. But nice, it's Sentai Genji. Oh my god, that's fucking awesome, W Cosplay. Wait, I think didn't you message me that chest plate at one point, or was that somebody else where it was kind of sticky? Because I recognized the chest piece, or it was somebody else with a Sentai Genji that sent it to me. Okay, let's see.
Is W Cosplay also your Instagram name? I want to follow you with my shitpost account. I just check.
With your shitpost account.
Yes, I'm more active on that account.
Yes, you are. So, are you seeing the Suns cosplay that we have to roast?
Wait.
Let's see. Let's zoom in.
Yes. Okay.
Maybe if I'll do some editing, I'll put a clip of this picture in there. But I'll have to wait. Let me save that already.
Okay.
If you don't want it in you want it in stream, so you're probably cool with it being on YouTube. If not, just say so. All right. You want us to roast it? Well, I don't know. It's not much to roast. I mean, you have your Vans sneakers or something. You got some leggings with the skeletons on, and from the looks of it, I would guess the mask is made from paper mache.
It actually looks good.
Yeah, it's not even all that bad.
There's not much to roast about it.
No.
I
mean, I can roast maybe the other people in the picture, but I don't have their permission, so I don't want to do that.
Don't roast them.
They asked.
It's a podcast. Nobody can see the fucking pictures.
The other people can see it in the chat. It's a link.
Yes.
They can. Go play your league.
Never.
First time making a head. Well, and this is no joke. I've seen way worse.
Like your first Iron Man.
Hey. No, that was better. It was made with resin.
Wait, let me show you a really crappy photo of me.
A really crappy photo of you.
I will link it in the chat.
What?
The Iron Man, the weggooid?
I don't know if I threw away the helmet.
Yes, everything. You threw everything.
Didn't I leave the helmet?
No, you threw away everything.
No, wait. If it is somewhere, my first helmet, it should be up there. So, 1 second.
Okay. So now I need to be cool. Don't hurt me in the chat.
The red one.
Please don't.
It's gone. No, wait, it's here.
Oh, it's there.
Yeah, see, I knew I had it.
I just know the birds ate it.
So that is the first helmet I ever made, and as you can see, there's a lot of dust on that. But when you look at it from distance, you're like, oh, that's so smooth. Yeah, it is. But it is still a shitty foam helmet with a lot of glue. And then I put, what was it? Smooth on Epsilon on it. 2-part epoxy resin. Covered it completely. And then sanded it. But if I put it close, you can see the paint job is horrible. You can see right here where it's like totally unsanded. So it has like all these grooves. If you look at it close here, there's all this damage. In the mouth, I didn't bother sanding that because I was lazy as shit. That chin is like not straight at all because here it's like more silver and here it's like smooth. So always, when you see these pictures on Instagram where they're from this distance and like a filter is over it, it's like, oh my god, your cosplay is so great. But I dare you to like do this on your phone, like as far as you can, and just spot those little things. Like here also, these need to be super clean holes, but it's just rounded crap, and I don't even want to talk about the backside because it's just this flimsy shit. Because I wanted to like, I thought I was smart by having Velcro and then doing like this, but this is like totally. This is like craft foam, like child's foam. See, there are even hearts.
Wow.
So
Beautiful.
yeah. So you know, it
Your mask looks fine.
it starts somewhere, and just to illustrate, you know, that doesn't even compare with the current work. But that's because that was 5 years ago. So you just have to keep going, and if you made that helmet, you already made it. And the thing that I sometimes also see is people made something, and then it's like, oh, I want to learn how to make this and this, or I've only worked with fabric, and but I've never worked with foam, and I really want to do it. It's like, what's stopping you? I don't know how, but it's the same. And I think we talked about this last stream also, is do it the same way you started when you didn't know how to work with your previous material. It's like you didn't know, you looked up some information, possibly some YouTube videos, bought some stuff, and you tried. So that same little thing goes for every material. That goes for Arduino coding, foam, electronics, lights, doesn't matter. It's the same. It's like information, tutorials, books, whatever. Get your materials and try and keep at it, and then you'll get there. Now let's see. This is my oh my god, this is my skill level. That is the picture. Okay, let's see. First time making a head. Well, it's not bad. Everybody starts somewhere. My first Iron Man fell apart 2 hours into con due to crappy hot glue. Been there. My first convention with a cosplay was War Machine, and while it held up pretty good, there was notable damage to it. And that's also how you learn to do con tests before the con. You know, you wear it at home longer than 2 minutes. And it's like, oh, it fits. Yay, I'm ready for tomorrow. So, and then you wear it for like 6 hours. So, yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. I'd love to do a pink Mercy, but I'm intimidated. No, just do it.
Just do it.
Seriously, just really. Look up some. The Pink Mercy was pretty big because it was for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I think it was. So I'm almost betting that you will find, probably okay priced, maybe even cheap, a pattern set for Pepakura or Armorsmith on Etsy. So that will take away a lot of the hard work, so to say. So somebody else has made the templates and patterns, and then look up some tutorials. Maybe mine, maybe others, maybe both. It's like, do it and start small. You know, start maybe with her headband and go from there, even though you're technically starting with a helmet then, which you shouldn't do, but it is small. So let's see. Yeah, but I'm sure roast me, friends. Hey gang, yeet my ass in the trash. Yeah, but I'm shitty at posting regularly and currently been helping my girlfriend with her cosplays. Well, that's what she's doing. she's making cosplay and letting Daniel wear it. And his Instagram is barely a few months old.
A year.
And he already surpassed me in followers because he's a good-looking boy, and she makes awesome cosplay. So combine those two, and and you get a lot of thirsty girls. He doesn't want to come in
No.
view. Ooh, Mr. I want to stream, but not on a podcast.
He's playing Minecraft.
Ooh, hardcore. I soldered LED lights in there, and I could switch from one blue eye to 2 white pin pricks. Well, there you go. That's more than most already. You already went 2 colors and
say
and
I'm
switch.
proud of this person.
Well, they can hear you. You're loud
I'm
enough.
proud of you.
Let's see, my girlfriend's proud of me. So
That's really good.
we've seen like
Even
here in
if
the
you know how to do it, it's perfect.
here in the Netherlands, we have Cosplay NL. That's a Facebook group. Hate it, love it. You know, it's kind of divided crowd. She is a moderator in there, so and you have to get permission to post. So the posts have to be approved, so she sees everything. So that's saying something. So we've seen way worse. So never. This happens a lot. Also, when we were judging at contests, people come in for the prejudging, and then immediately they go for the bad shit on their cosplay. Like, oh yeah, I'm not happy with this, and this is fucked up, and this, and oh no, this is the worst. And it's like, you're trying to win, right? It's like, don't do that. Just be like, hey, look, I'm proud of this work, and I've done this. But I think just maybe in like, I don't know how it is in other communities, but maybe in the cosplay community, it's just they bash themselves really hard, or it's like overly critical because they want their cosplay to be perfect, and there's always like,
There's always someone better on the internet.
yeah, but there's always those few things that you're never pleased with in your own cosplay that the next cosplayer or the next person won't even notice, and you yourself will be like, oh my god, no, what if they see this and that's not accurate and weird. I mean, my stuff is not screen accurate. Screw that. It takes way too long.
Anyways.
Sounds like my Space Marine helmet. Eyes up too high, too right, hard to breathe. Well, you know, if cosplay is easy and comfortable, you're doing something wrong. You know, there is this level of discomfort that you kind of have to have. What did you put? Oh wow, that's your first cosplay.
Yes. It's also actually the first picture of my cosplay.
What is that?
That's Lara's first cosplay.
And first cosplay picture.
First cosplay picture.
Is that from Zelda?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Is it Shaik or something?
Yes.
Oh, you look so young here. Your eyes are so...
I was
I don't have pictures of my
15?
First cosplay, but it looked bad.
Damn.
Yes, 15.
I'm good to hear I'm not alone in this. Let's plow through chat here really quick, because I also want to get to a next subject. Not that I mind comments, just keep them going. I'll just, every 5 minutes I'll tackle them all. The black parts in the eyes are pantyhose. Well, that's actually pretty common to grab like pantyhose or a thin piece of shirt, because then people won't be able to look in, but you're able to look out. That's pretty common. They're saying, was it stated because you have to do it 10,000 times, I guess about 5,000 cuts into foam smithing. So yeah, just keep cutting. Thank you for your support, off-camera girlfriend. Yes. There's to say to people that cosplay judging is like a job interview.
No, just kidding. Don't.
But is this sound working?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because I didn't hear you. You were doing like this, and I was like, no, it's happening again.
I think he said something, or I don't know, and now he's cringing. I don't know what happened. Okay, he was coughing.
Okay, the next comment is actually something I wanted to discuss with you, Lara, and the rest of the people.
Yes.
Because are you planning on having guests in your podcasts? And that is a yes. We had the idea of guests when we had our almost year break. And then, I mean
a week break, you mean?
week break. But yeah, we had some thoughts about guests, but what we want to do is, like, I'm in the Netherlands, Lara's in Germany. What happens a lot, and I don't think there are too many cosplay podcasts out there. I know some of the bigger ones also kind of stopped. I don't know why. I mean, for us, it was not really a hard reason why we took such a long break. It just kind of happened. And yeah, she moved. I started a business, and everything. It just kind of went down like that. But I think we're one of the fewer ones. But we don't want to go. At least I don't. I want to go the same route as some of the other bigger podcasts are, with always the same guests, so to say, the more famous ones. And they're usually always stateside because of the time difference. So I kind of want to tackle like two things in one. I don't want to have that time difference, so a European cosplay guest would be preferred. And also because almost no European cosplay guests are ever on those shows, in my opinion, or I'm looking at the wrong podcast. But if you know of any European cosplayers that you want to think like, oh, hey, this might be a good guest, then sure. If you're watching this here now on Twitch, just put it here in the comments, and we'll tell you what we think, or just write them down. If you're watching this on YouTube, put it down in the comments, and then we'll pick that up later. My girlfriend came up with the idea of maybe Hermia, because she's pretty big. She has seen a lot of shit too, and we like to talk about more controversial things. And I think she's also pretty straightforward and direct, and also has encountered her fair share of bullshit, so to say. So maybe that's an idea. If you like that, then shout out in the comments so we know you're supporting that idea. So yeah, guests, short answer, yes, we have considered that. Yes, we're busy with that, but yeah, we're kind of working that out. And maybe the next one won't be a guest already, because then we have to like figure out time schedule, because when it's just us two, sometimes it's already timing can be off. Like we wanted to do one yesterday actually, but they had guests and then moved to today, and then we have to both see again. So that's already sometimes difficult. And then having a third one on there is even more difficult with time. So we'll get on it, and but it won't be next week. So it seems a very common thing these days to not be confident in yourself. Yeah, that's true. It's really widespread. I'm really glad that any professional I've ever talked to, like you guys or Evil Ted, are always encouraging. Yeah, well, it happens a lot that people are self-deprecating. Maybe it's also what you see a lot, the people that cosplay, if you ever like have a deep conversation with someone, a lot of time you can see like, oh, I was bullied in school, or I'm a loner, I'm an introvert, and then they kind of find that community, and then they find cosplay, and they have cosplay friends, and can share something, but still that insecure kind of thing happens. I mean, I was bullied, and I have my issues also, and I can sort of relate with those things. But I think the self-deprecating then comes in really, really hard. It's like, oh, please don't judge me on this small thing that I ruined, but then don't talk about it. But they show it themselves already. So it's this weird thing. So I always try to like, don't.
Or say you're proud that you tried, but you failed, but at least you tried.
Yeah, but when you're prejudging, you really see it as like, yeah, I wish I did this better. It looks fine. No, look. And then they like, show here, look at how I fucked up this piece. It's like, don't, you want to win.
Don't do that.
just don't do it. Be proud of what you made. Because let's look at your whole costume at like 100%. Let's say 90% worked for you and 10% didn't. Why are you focusing on that 10% in a prejudging? Focus on that 90% because that all went so great.
Or show titties. No, just kidding. I said it very soft.
I don't know. I don't know if they heard. When I cosplay, I really always go in character. So far, I've picked overconfident or not caring about looks character. So I don't know. I feel pretty confident in cosplay. Are you a Deadpool cosplayer?
All racist against cosplayers.
see some.
I personally don't like to be in character for cosplays. Just for like around friends, but not with strangers.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm never in.
Yeah.
Not really in character.
I
mean-
I just do it for like videos or like a funny comment but that's it.
Female Naruto. Yeah, let's see. Shy Willow. See some suggestions of guest. Team Paraluna is somebody I considered. I've judged with them, both of them actually. So I know they have a lot to share. They've been all over the world, and also like a lot of contests all over the world. So that might be also nice for a possible guest. I can send them a message if they're interested. You know them, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. So cosplay. She does crafting streams on YouTube, so she's already all set up. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'll after the podcast, I'll just scroll back in the text, and I'll copy out those names and write them down. Perhaps a part of this lack of confidence is also trying to be overly honest. Could be, yeah. She asked the Suns cosplayer. She had done Deadpool.
I'm gonna get my lawyer and sue you.
I went to the premiere in suit. It's like I knew. Cindery's art, yeah. I think I follow. Yeah, I think I know the name. Good suggestion as well. Yes, thank you. I'll go back into these, but the first one as an idea, I had Germia. I don't know if the comment section here knows Germia. Probably you do, but that was an idea. I know the first guest we considered. I don't know if we ever heard back from him, Shadowborder. I know we were considering
he was interested in, but then we didn't do a podcast again.
Okay, then
All
he
for a week.
then he is definitely also on the list. So we could
Yes.
we really need to get on that, most definitely. So let's see. So we had the rich stuff and the money stuff, and if you can make money off of cosplay, then do it. I mean, if you have a talent and somebody requests it from you, don't. I know this kind of hooks into that insecure kind of stuff. Is like bring up the subject of money. It's like, ooh, no, that's uncomfortable. Just do it. Do it. Your time is worth something, and exposure and likes don't pay bills or don't pay your next cosplay crafting supplies. So if you notice that somebody is like putting off that financial side of it, you bring it up, and you can just do it simply by, okay, let's talk compensation. That's still a nice way to bring it up, because you won't really be going like, yo, give me money, but you'll like, hey, what about compensation? It's like, I have to be compensated for my work. So you can still do it in an okay kind of slide it in instead of like, where my money, bitch? So, you know, it's about wording, and don't be afraid to do it. If you can make money and somebody wants to have a service from you, don't feel insecure to like, oh no, I can't bring up the issue of money, and don't undercut yourself. Don't be like, oh, it costs $20 to make, so I'll ask 30. That profit is shit. So, like, know what your time is worth.
Important.
Let's see. I had the topic list of we ain't rich, some mental health, because I know that happens a lot in the scene. No motivation, and how to deal with drama. We can just go through the list if you want.
Yeah, I'm just reading comments.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, take over. You read them. You read them out loud.
Yes, Shadowborder. Yes, we will get him.
Yes.
He's making the Genji from Overwatch 2 at the moment. And he wanted to finish it for DreamHack. But then he was like, yeah, but that's in 2 weeks. And I said, no, don't con crunch. So now I hope he's not con crunching now.
Good.
But I'm still excited for like when his cosplay is finished, but I hope it's not a con crunch cosplay. Okay. Then and please Baka. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we can arrange that. Maybe, I don't know.
I'd love to get Baka. I know that is she is she uncomfortable with English?
No.
No,
Why?
because in the conversations that I sometimes had with her, she goes like, "Oh, I'm not explaining myself well. My English is not so good, and all
Oh,
that stuff."
that's every German. Like, oh, oh, I can speak English. You speak English, but then they speak English perfectly. That's normal.
Okay.
She's very good with English,
Oh,
and
well, then sure, we can have her too.
she's interested. And I have my what is it called in English? Like the semester that I make at like somewhere else, not at university.
College?
No,
What?
practical semester, like working one
Oh,
semester.
the intern. stuff.
Yes, I'm doing that with Baka. It's
Ah.
approved now. Yes,
Ah, okay, okay.
yes. I can ask her if she wants to join the podcast.
Yeah. When is the
Yeah.
when is that? When does that start? The internship?
March, April, someday.
Well, okay. Well, that's soon enough. But we can have
Yes.
we can lead up to Baka. We can have some episodes with guests and maybe some if scheduling doesn't allow we'll just do this non-guest setup.
Next one.
Yes.
I love being Deadpool, but I've only done cosplays with my face hidden. The fact that I've got to rely on body language is so fun. Yeah, if your face is hidden, body language is your only thing to. Yes, because people mostly don't understand you when you have like a mask or a big helmet on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, and don't cheap yourself out. So many people lowball themselves. Yes. Yes.
I've been guilty of that too.
Yes, same.
Yes, where I had like,
Yeah.
okay, this you can tell if you know in business, you know, it's always fair to do a counter offer. So if you're like, I want this, and the person immediately goes like, sure, then usually they would have gone like they would have said sure to something higher as well. So what you can do is treat it like any other sale post you would make if you would sell your car or something from your house, a closet or something. You want X amount, so you'll ask that amount and you'll meet maybe here or here, but this is what you want, so you ask this and you end up here or here. So it's stupid that it works like that, but it does. So unless you run a web shop, then the price is set and then
Yes.
they either agree or they don't, or they go into your inbox and ask for a ridiculous discount, but whatever.
Yeah, I think it's really weird when like people come to you and say, "Yeah, but that cosplayer is only selling prints for $1. Why are you selling yours for $10?" Because an artist can choose their price. If you don't want to pay it, you don't pay it. Easy as that.
Maybe that person is actually lowballing themselves, and they could be
Yeah.
getting a lot more.
Yeah,
You know?
I read a conversation on the like freelance manga artist. He's selling their book for I think $20 for like a good book like this thick. That's a good price for a book. So and it's a manga. So and then there was someone in the comments like, yeah, but this manga artist that has only 1,000 followers sells their book for $10. Why are you selling yours for 20?
It's also, I
What?
think, because we live in the age of consumerism in
Yeah.
like big sites like Amazon and all that stuff, where you can get stuff that just poops out of a factory like crazy, and they can keep the cost really low. That people are so used to that, always saving money and always getting good deals, and then they find something handmade, and then it's like, yeah, but I don't want to pay that because that's where the famous term, but I can get it on eBay for, way cheaper.
Can get
That-
it on eBay.
Yeah, then get it on eBay, but they won't because they know it's gonna be shit. But yeah, that's. But I do.
$20 is still a good price.
But I do think there is a rise in where people are kind of going away from that, because I know there are people that are, and that group is growing, that are like anti-Amazon. They will go to the small creator, the mom and pop store, and all that stuff, because it's like supporting your local hobby store. There is also a hobby store here in the town that I live. It's just a small one. Some things I don't buy there because like his Alclads are ridiculously priced, and I'm not gonna pay exuberant amounts. But I know, for example, his Vallejo stuff and his Tamiya stuff, they are okay. I could probably get them €1 cheaper online, but I just go there. It's like a 10-minute drive from here. I support his store. Whenever I need paints, I can just go there and just have it instantly. So yeah, I also do believe in like supporting some local stores, and I know that group is also getting bigger. But
Yes.
you know,
I found like a seller for Vallejo colors like over the eBay local shop thingy, and he's selling one small bottle for only €1. So, and Amazon is €4.55 or something like this. Like, oh, I'm gonna buy my bottles from your site. So €1 a bottle is a really good price.
yes, yes. But for example, with the Alclads, one bottle he sells for almost like €15, and that's ridiculous because there's I do buy them online now, but it's from a different hobby store that's more in the north of the Netherlands, but it's still just a single store. It's not like a chain of stores with just like 2 people and maybe someone that's doing the web shop stuff, and I could get them for like €6, which is a fair price for the small bottle. So if I compare like different web shops that they or different hobby stores, they all sell them around €6, €7, €8, and he's selling them for 15. Then I'm like, yeah, you're overcharging, and I don't want to. I'm all fine with supporting a creator, but I don't like being overcharged when I know it's not worth that. So
Yeah.
keep reading.
Also want to say like it's always good to check other websites besides Amazon and eBay, because the selling point for Amazon is mostly they have free shipping, and if you go to other websites, you can like buy 5 meters of the specific leather fabric you need for €5 shipping, and still cheaper than the Amazon one. Just need to check. Correct.
Yep.
Yes. Also, like I'm searching for specific comics, and I saw they are on Amazon, but I don't really want to get them from Amazon because maybe like the local comic book shop has them, and yeah, so I can get it there. Why should I buy it from Amazon?
Yeah.
I hope they have it. I'm gonna look on one day. Okay, next comment. I moonlight as a freelance translator, and one of the best pieces of advice I ever got was it's time from your life that should be worth something.
Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's a good advice. Like the Fahrrad meme. Wait, there's a thing. Me speaking German to a German. Me, hast du, der, fuck. German, it's okay, friend. Learning a second language is difficult, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yeah. Hope I have articulated myself in a proper manner. Fahrrad. Yeah, yes, that's how it is. Mostly. Like, a lot of Germans can't speak English because, like, they're not interested in learning English, but
And everything from games to movies is translated to German.
yes. Yes, so you don't really need English, but still most of the young Germans do speak English.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, next. What do you think about cosplay is not consent? There's not a lot to think about, to be honest. Like, no touchy, no.
That's all there is to it, really. It's the thing is, and I thought about making this into a comedy sketch because I want to make one again, because I did like the exposure video, and that kind of did well, so I want to make another one, is all the shitty behavior that you see at conventions, but portray and record them in real life. Because a lot of those behaviors, of touching someone's butt or grabbing a boob or smacking someone in the armor or walking up to a random person you don't know and taking a picture of them while they're eating, that kind of stuff, you don't do that in normal life. It just doesn't happen, because it seems that all the norms and values are just left at the convention door, and then they walk in and I'm like, oh, let's go nuts. So what I would kind of want to do is portray that in life. Like, if you don't do it outside of conventions, why are you doing it inside of conventions? And that's just, I don't, if we were two strangers and we're walking down the street, I just don't randomly go like click, or just smack you in the ass and be like no, you don't. Probably it sometimes happens, but you know. But just at conventions it always happens. It's like I don't walk out in a shopping mall and go into the food court and there's a group of people sitting at McDonald's and whip out my phone and go like, hey guys, can I take a picture? Click, 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 and then run away. It's like, you don't do that. So why does it happen there?
Don't?
No, I don't.
Sure?
And it's like, dude, what are you doing? But yeah, no, but I kind of want to make that, like, cosplay is not consent. No, yeah, what do we think about it, or what do I think about it? I almost got into a fight at a convention. The only reason it didn't happen is because of Angela, my girlfriend. She was in cosplay. I was also in cosplay. And she was, I think, doing something to her boot or something. So she was kind of like...
No, I just grabbed something from the bag.
Oh, yeah, you were grabbing something. I was in the Christmas Sith Lord thing, and she was grabbing something out of the bag. So she was leaning over, and there was a guy walking past, and he grabbed like side boob. And I was there, but I was like, that's where it happened. And I was looking this way because I was talking with somebody, and I could see, because he was in a Grinch outfit. And were even Grinches hired by DCC. It was a Christmas invention, and they were part of DCC. They were hired. There were a couple of Grinches there. There were several reports found out later, though, about those Grinches. I don't hear you, by the way. Speak.
I'm just
okay.
microphone.
Okay, just making sure. The thing was, it happened, but I could only see like a Grinch stop, move weird, and keep walking. So it was like, what the fuck? What happened? So I was like, you knew something off went down, and what she did was she just remained in that bent over pose, looking in the bag. Because if she would have responded with like, hey, dude, don't touch me, the guy would have been floored probably. And I would probably be booted from the con and banned for life or whatever. But she held the pose. The Grinch by then was long gone. And I was like, what are you doing? And then she told me, and the guy was already long gone. The only thing we did then was do reporting and stuff. Later on in the Cosplay NL group, we found out, what was it? He grabbed onto like a 14-year-old girl and like... and grabbed him and stuff. Yeah. So that was a whole situation that went down. I don't know how DCC handled it. They don't know. There were a lot of actors with the same. They hired some actors, and they had. There were several Grinches, so it was kind of also hard to pinpoint. Like, was it all of them, or was it only one? Don't know how it all ended with that situation, but apparently she was not the only one. So, cosplay is not consent. It's definitely not consent. I mean, just because they're wearing something, revealing or not, it doesn't give an excuse to like, oh, now I can be a dick and just grab. At Gamescom, the first Gamescom I ever was, I was in a Halo cosplay, and it was a guy. And we were walking in little crowded halls and everything. And yeah, it's a big armor. So, you know, I'm kind of moving between people, trying not to bump into anybody. There's a guy that walks up and he hits me on the chest armor, like with his fist 3 times, like bop, bop, bop. And I pushed him away. I was like, dude, like, the fuck are you doing? And he talks to me in German. So it was like, English. I was like, oh, I wanted to see if it was real. I was like, I'm standing right here. What am I, a ghost?
Hit him in the face and ask.
It's like, it's insane. It's insane. It's like, I wanted to see if I was real. It's like, ask? I don't know.
Am I real?
Yeah, I mean, you don't do that on the street. It's like, hey, is that a real Gucci shirt? So you don't do that. So I'm sharing my experience now here. I don't know. Did you have any like weirdos? And probably.
Probably, but like I tend to forget it almost immediately because
It's like, block them from my mind.
yes.
But yeah, cosplay not consent, definitely. It's almost a shame that posters have to be up already at cosplay events. That the message has to be there it shouldn't happen. It should be the common decency to respect one another and not be inappropriate. But it's already gone so far that it has to be poster boarded on people and hit them in the face with like, hey, don't touch people. It's like, it's a shame, but,
Yeah, but
it's the situation we are in.
yeah. But I also rarely cosplay female characters, so maybe that's also good for me. I don't know.
Or you just have giant wings and just like, get away, everybody.
Like when people take photos with me for like in Gara, and then they're coming very close and like the arm, like I'm always like no.
Or they do the hover hand.
It's okay, but when, they're, like,
Do the
when you
hover
feel
hand.
them like grabbing you, I'm always like
More respectful
no.
than just touching.
I always don't like it when
Bite.
it's the typical sweaty convention goer who never heard of deodorant, and then they do that, and you can feel their wet armpit go like, and it's like, yay.
Yeah, and then there's like the arm, and then there's a really ugly. You don't want to know what it is.
So
Wet
you see
stain
a
on your.
wet spot on your foam, and you'll be like, oh, can I get a napkin, please?
I need. Well,
Be like the. What is that? I'm off. The Nymphea 93 is off. I'm off for the night. Have a nice stream, you guys. Oh, thank you for joining. And you can catch the rest on YouTube if you want to.
should I read again?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
This is going.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Baka is actually in the chat.
I've had a hard time looking for a 5mm half double and found one, bought 5 times 1mm strings and paid 15 euros for them.
Both the link
On
is
the other
there.
hand, I paid 12 euros for 50 piece of 10mm high density foam. Prices of cosplay supplies are all over the place.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can see that even
It's
like
really-
in rolls of foam. Yeah, it's do your research. You know, some people charge more.
Yes.
I mean, I tend to only get them at cosplayshop.be. So do you.
No
But,
advertising.
Ooh. Where's my mug?
Buy at cosplay shop.
But yeah, there are many different. I mean, does Germany have any like German cosplay shops? I
Yes,
know
yes.
like Polypros, but that's British.
We have Kraftperium.
I've heard of that one.
Then there's the one site. I always forgot the name. They have cosplay supplies since I think at least 10 years now.
Oh.
But I forgot the name. I think they're and cos. What's it going on? Yeah, okay, there are a few more. But I always forget the names.
I don't know. So
Yeah, then-
just to cut in here. Apparently, Baka is in the chat,
Yes.
so we can ask live if she ever wants to be a guest. Because people were asking if we could consider Baka a
Wait.
guest.
Wait, let me catch up with the comments. I didn't read inappropriate behavior towards cosplayers, although far less severe than grabbing boobs. Some guy once asked me if he could try out my Space Marine, like what? Yes, a lot of people asked that too. Just ignore them. It's the best way to do it. And 1 or 2 kids stepped on my toes. Thankfully, their parents intervened quickly and might have returned the favor otherwise.
That's a big Space Marine boot. Like,
it was 2018 at Paris Games Week. Daniel was standing there in Vulgrim, and we always tried to like push the kids away 2 meters around him, and then there were kids like running towards him, and I was like yeeting myself in between and pushing that kid aside because he was running like hell, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then he was like, oh, something in French, and I'm like, fuck off. It was really funny.
But that's I see. Anybody can make a kid. That's not. It doesn't mean, because I know there are parents that take their kid to conventions and they treat it like it's a playground. It's like, well, go play, yay, and just I don't have to bother with the kid because he'll be so distracted. But there's like the convention. You are at the convention. The convention is not there for just you. You're there with like hundreds or even thousands of others. So yeah, some people just have like the horse, the things on is like just me in my own world. And
yeah, but these kids were running attention. They wanted to run to Daniel. I think they wanted to push him.
Hyped up on Red Bull and shit. And
yeah, I saw, like, I was in the crowd sometimes around the photographers, and some of them kids, I saw them like doing this, and like, if you do that, I'm gonna break your fucking legs.
should we like invent a device to like push massive crowds away from people?
Like,
the crowd yeeter. It's like, go.
Okay, next one. Baka. Hey, this shit happens also when you're not in cosplay. Yes.
It is true. I didn't want to like. That's why I said it's like I'm sure it happens sometimes, but at a convention you hear it so often. Well, conventions are localized and the whole world is big, so yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, but it doesn't take away that it still shouldn't happen. I'm like,
yes.
Just walking around on the street is also not consent. Mm-hmm. So.
The arm around also can ruin a cosplay or wig. Yeah, the best part is when like people talk to me and like Daniel's standing like next to me and talking to someone else. Some of these people are like, oh yeah, I want to go through the hair. And I'm like, if you do that, I'm gonna shave off your hair.
I'm gonna strangle you with this wig.
Yes.
You want to see the wig?
Okay. Grabbing around the hip, disgusting. Yes, can be disgusting. Yes, especially when they're like really grabbing around the hip, and you're like feeling the weird head.
Come closer.
Like, yes, and then they're like, smile for me, baby. And like,
hey, baby, why aren't you smiling? Cheer up.
you hear
yeah, I can hear him groan.
Yes. Oh yeah, it was my costumes. Yes. Kraftperium's Komori Cosplay announced today on Twitter that they're working on getting more environmental friendly form. Yes, I've read that.
Oh.
Yes. Check your chat, du Socke. No, I'm not on Instagram when I'm streaming. Okay. Yeah, there's a T missing. It should be yeet. Lara has to be in Cologne when I'm a guest, or it mustn't at the end of my data, or in the evening when the squatted Wi-Fi isn't overloaded. Or you can just do it here. You come here and we do it here. The cosplay, the stream guest. Yeah.
And then you'll
Fuck
have 2 mics that you can fuck over.
Fuck off in French. Forgive.
Forgive. Sounds Swedish. Forgive.
Forgive. Jenny is laughing. I interned in kindergarten for a while. Some people should not have kids. Yes, like today when I was in Düsseldorf with Annie, we were waiting in line for the toilet, and there was a woman coming with a small child, and like, oh, she needs to go to the toilet really, really badly, or she's gonna piss herself. Can we go to the front? And everyone's like, yeah, okay, yes, you can. But all the toilets were like taken. And then she was like, oh, no one's gonna let us in the toilet. Now you need to piss yourself here. And she was running with the child around and outside and came in again. And the child was like walking really, really weirdly behind her. And then finally one of the cabins was open and she yeeted inside. Because everyone said, yes, of course you can go. But she pretended like,
that nobody did.
No one wants to help us. And I think the kid pissed herself because
she was walking
coming
weird.
out. She was coming out again and then changed the kid's clothing outside of the cabin and not inside of the toilet. And like, what are you doing? Why? What?
Oh,
it was
man.
really weird.
Wow.
What happened?
Yeah, no, but some you're very correct. Let's see the comment again. Where was it? The Angelus Imcos. I interned in caring for a while. Some people should not have kids. Yeah, most definitely. Angela went to school for I don't know the terminology in English. Not kindergarten class, but the one up from there.
School.
Yeah, but it's
Middle
like
school and high school.
yeah, then it's like middle school.
And high school. I can also teach them.
Yeah, you did the 13, 14-year-olds. But yeah,
And
she can
grown-ups and
she can relate.
I hate kids.
She says she hates kids. That's why we're not having kids.
More space for cosplay.
I always have my go-to answer is this, because I'm 35, and at work, people of my same age or even older, it always happens like, oh no, you'll change your mind that you'll have kids. It's like, no, I never wanted kids. It's not that I hate kids. Some of my friends have kids. I'm like their uncle, and then it's like it all goes well, but at the end of the day I can go like, hey, fuck off, and it's not my kid. So it's fine, and I don't want kids. But they're always like, yeah, no, I used to say that too, but my wife wanted kids, and now I have them, and now I love them. And it's like, why is this?
Love your kids and not want to have them.
Yeah, it's fine. And it's like, no, dude, I really don't want kids. No, you'll change your mind. It's like, why are you not listening? It's like, I don't want kids. But my go-to answer is always when people ask me, like, do you ever want kids? I'm always saying, like, no, I don't want kids. I still dress up myself as Iron Man. So,
And they're like, oh, what the fuck, weep.
And then sometimes the answer is back, but oh, you could make such cool costume for your kids. It's like, yeah, I could, but I'm not gonna, because I won't have kids. Ooh. Nope, no kids. Then we'll never start podcasting ever. It'd be like here and then like, it's like, oh, sorry, gotta go.
Bye. Okay, other comments are
All over the place.
yes. Smiling Gara, yeah, Smiling Gara is best Gara. Kids are great if you can eat them off when you're done for the day.
Yes.
I had fun. Now go back to your parents.
You also always if you have kids for like a day, it's always that nice reminder of like, yep, this is why I'm not having kids. We were walking in IKEA today. And it was like you come in the area where like the playpen is and everything, and all the kids in there screaming and blah blah. And we walked past, and Angela went like, "Yep, not having kids." It's like painful reminder. It's like, have fun, parents. Goodbye.
Bye. I don't like kids, I just don't like them. It's worse when you're a woman with the biological watch, blah. Actually, no one until now asked me about this topic, but maybe it's also because I'm still young.
So am I. You didn't know I was this old. You thought I was way younger.
Like, I sometimes notice my parents are like talking to my brother who is 32. 32, yes. I needed to think how old am I, because he's yes, they're like, yes, maybe you can find your girlfriend this year, and maybe yes, kids, maybe.
Oh wait, stream is
What?
stream is loading. I can see it, and you see it.
For me, it's still working.
Oh, now it's video buffer. Oh, on my laptop it maybe it's the Wi-Fi on it. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay, but I notice sometimes my parents are like pushing my
Brother.
so I'm still fine.
Gib grandkids.
Give dicks.
Gib grandkids now. Yeah.
They're
no.
still young. They can wait.
Yeah.
I have some reservations for having kids of my own. Long story and wrong place for it. But I'm not opposed to the idea. Then again, I don't want to be 60 when my kids are in their teens. So I'm also running out of time. Yes, I can understand that. That you're like, I don't want to have like a 10-year-old kid when you're 70 and you can't help your kid anymore with like anything.
Well, sometimes you can't avoid it. I know in my old job, there was a guy, and they couldn't have kids, and they couldn't have kids through like normal ways, so they went like with the artificial insemination kind of thing, and they had to save up for it because it's like super expensive, and eventually they got it done, but he was already like close to 50.
Mm-hmm.
And she was somewhat younger, but yeah, if you do the math, you know, the kid will be able to drive, and then you're retiring already almost, you know. And then, so I get that feeling that you don't want it, but like in their mind, they always wanted kids but couldn't. So they were like, yeah, fuck it, we're old, but we can now. Let's just do it.
I mean, like, my sister's boyfriend is 19 years older. So he's already older.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This podcast went way off subject.
I usually don't think age doesn't matter, but like,
No.
you want to have kids and then like you're already like almost so old you can have grandkids. It's, I don't know, a little weird. Just in my opinion.
Yeah, and then there's the show like My Teen Pregnancy. I'm 13 and I have a kid. Yay!
I'm 70 and I already have grandkids. Okay. Okay, I'm 33. Yes, I know you're 33. Yes, I'm in my 30s as well and had to go to a job agency last year. The guy was like, well, you're not the youngest anymore.
Wow.
Almost jumped across the table. Yeah. Deep grandkids. I'm the last in line, but I'll need someone before having to have kids. Yeah. So, you need to use Tinder.
or choose from the great many male specimens that are available at conventions. So many choices.
Or just use like there are a lot of single cosplay groups on Facebook. Go in there. There are almost only men in there.
Or the cosplay speed dating, or the convention speed dating.
Yes, and I think there's something like this at Gamescom. Speed dating at Gamescom.
And then a lot of male cosplayers find out that, oh, Baka is entering. It's like,
All of them are coming like, ooh,
this whole army of male cosplayers, date me!
I can have 3 wigs.
Do you want my hair? You make something.
Okay. Where was I? Then skip the kids and have grandkids straight away. Yes. I'm not having kids. I only want grandkids.
You couldn't give them away.
Doing the confused math meme. Yeah. There needs to be a cosplay Tinder. I would actually join just for the fun.
Yes.
I want to make like a Kakashi profile on Tinder just for fun. That would be very fun. Maybe. Yes. Single cosplayers in your area want to meet you. Yeah.
Click it now.
I'm moving around a lot, but there are so many creeps or just friendship plus people adopt. There are people catching up with my lifestyle. Haha, you already get 3 weeks.
Haha.
Am I your boyfriend now? I can has wigs, you can has ducks.
Really? Does it say ducks? I think there's an
Yeah.
eye there.
No, it's ducks.
Really? Maybe it dips.
Yes, it's dips. I wish there would be a storm. Haha. Maybe there is one. Just try it. Try to like at Gamescom, Baka cosplay single, searching for a cosplay boyfriend now.
must donate hair on first date.
What are you even saying?
I don't know.
Okay.
This will be a weird title if I change it to upload it to YouTube. Episode 6. Hooking up Baka with a boyfriend.
Okay, who's single in the chat? Hit up Baka cosplay.
Wait, I will change it to clickbait. Baka looking for boyfriend. Get all the views. No.
Nice.
I will not abuse.
Okay, what was the next topic?
The next topic.
No motivation.
No motivation, yes. Did we talk about mental health kind of thing?
No, not really.
But we can save it for the next one. The
Yes.
motivation maybe is a little bit better. How do you deal with? I mean, we can keep going, but I think we're already going way off track. We kind of have to like switch it back to.
Yes.
Okay, no motivation. How do you deal with like no motivation?
At the moment, I'm in the no motivation phase, but that's mainly because of university, because of exams coming in 2 weeks. So I'm not really doing cosplay stuff for, I think, mid-November now.
Because there are just other priorities.
Yes. And I feel like my motivation coming back. But then I need to remind myself, no, don't start like cosplay now, because if you start now, you can't stop it again, and then I'm not doing the exams anymore. I know myself. So if I have no motivation, I just like look at the cosplays I have, and then I like look at what I need to do, and then I motivate myself. You need to do this first, like. For me, it's university stuff should come first. And then you can do all the cosplay stuff you want. And then I'm motivated to do the cosplay stuff when I have my semester holidays in February. Yeah, so.
It's it's the priorities you now say is like, oh, I have to do school because it's more important. But a lot of people, I think I saw posts about it's like 2 months ago from a Dutch cosplayer. I was like, oh, I should work on school, but I also have to finish this for the convention and blah 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 because it's important and I have to post it and it's like, are you reading what you just wrote? It was like you're delaying your school exams.
Yes.
You probably have to do a do-over of the year if you fail for a costume.
I did that.
I know you did, but
Last
No, but you didn't fail. You stopped. You made the right decision to pause.
no, she didn't.
No.
No,
Not the right decision.
no, it was definitely not the right decision.
No.
Crying in the shower.
In the shower, nobody can see my tears. I'm sorry I made that meme.
No, it was good meme.
Because I skipped 2 semesters, I need to make another semester
Yeah.
without the financial support from BAföG, and
Yeah,
that's
but
shit.
you can see that a lot, and that's where I'm also against that whole con crunch thing, because people like move really important stuff, like maybe work or school or just house, relationships even. It's also not good for your relationship if I was gonna go always with every convention that comes along and I have to this new project and I have to finish and and I'm always in my workshop. That's not fair. If you have a partner. Well, I'm with Angela, she's a cosplayer, but there are many cosplayers that are dating or living together with a non-cosplayer. That's also then not fair, and it's probably a strain on the relationship if one of them is always crafting and the other one is just sitting alone in the living room and it's like, hey, you want to do something? No, I have to finish this cosplay, and so it's moving away important stuff is not good. So and that's why I'm like really not doing con crunches and all that stuff. And as for the no motivation, it's also kind of fine. You sometimes have to learn, and it's something that I had to learn. I still have trouble with it. Sometimes it's also okay not to do some cosplay. Sometimes it's like, oh, I have no motivation and I want to do this, but sometimes it's just why do you have to do it? It's just it's okay to sometimes just sit on your ass and just not do anything. Play your game, or read that book, go read that comic. The Switch is out. There's a new Switch game. Just buy it. It's okay. You don't have to.
Dr. Phil and chill.
Yes, just like she likes to watch Dr. Phil. Says okay.
Phil and chill.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't always have to be like, oh, I have to do. Sometimes the no motivation is actually a good thing, because then you're not gonna build, and that sometimes can be a right thing. So, but if you really want to build something, how I deal with it, if I don't have motivation, I don't know. Sometimes it gets kickstarted by just kind of push through that feeling and just still do it. It's like grab that phone, grab your knife, and make those first few cuts, and then whoop. No, not that. I said foam. And then just go, and then it just kind of happens, and then it's like, oh, I'm feeling it now. And sometimes I just watch Twitch. Like I said in the last podcast, sometimes watching other people talk about cosplay gets me like motivated to start my own cosplay. As weird as that sounds, it does work for me. And yeah, so no motivation, sometimes it's a good thing.
Yeah, sometimes when not now, because now I like really try to push myself not to do cosplay stuff, but sometimes I just watch a lot of the props, Punish props videos or Kamui cosplay videos just to like get in the mood for crafting, and it really helps.
Yeah, or sometimes just their Facebook groups where you can see that all the people posted their work. If you don't want to watch videos and just mindlessly scroll, those Facebook groups are also a good source of inspiration, because people post their whips or their finished products, and then you kind of get in the mood for that stuff. But yeah, sometimes it's. I think if you suffer a lot from like, oh, I'm never motivated. Where does that come from? If you're always con crunching and you're always like, oh, next, then that is why you don't have the motivation, because you could be burning out of always crafting and always being busy, that your body is going like, yeah, yo, it's enough is enough. Sometimes maybe just take a week off, or do the like you just said, do the important stuff and really stop yourself. Like, no, you won't build cosplay, and then you kind of save up that feeling of really wanting to, and then all the important stuff is done. It's like, now my reward is now I can actually do it, and then just then it goes.
I think it can also like turn into an addiction to craft stuff, because you're like posting it online, you get likes and comments for it, and then you think, yes, I need to craft more, and then get more feedback, and yes.
And this is kind of now,
good.
we can kind of talk about the mental health stuff now, because that also happens, that people don't do the important stuff because they get no satisfaction from it. And if they do make something and post it, it's like, oh, you get the likes, and you get that rush, like, oh, people like my work, and I have to post, and I have to do this, and I have to do the next thing. And it is an addictive thing. I mean, this is why you get them also, the stuff like, how can I get more followers like you, or can you tell your followers to follow me? It's like, why? Really, you are addicted then to the social media feed. If you're actively looking, I need more followers, then it's already starting to show that you're like, it shouldn't matter.
Yes.
You wanna build stuff or make art for making it, or you want to make it so that you have your rush on social media. I want likes and comments, because why are you building then, or why are you making? Is it just for clicks?
Maybe just for a list of likes.
Yeah, it could be. But then
They should post titties.
some do.
Yes.
But yeah, so that some people, I think that really is bad for the mental health. Always thinking you have to be your best, and I have to post more, or otherwise people will forget me. We were talking about that in the car back from IKEA, that some people take their social media so damn serious that, like, oh, I have to post, I have to keep posting because my fan base and blah, 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 blah. And then I kind of went back to me. It's like, if I died now, right now, yeah, there probably would be, so like, if she would make then a post like, oh, hey, Wayne died, a truck hit him in the face and he's dead, rip Wayne. You know, and hashtag Iron Man in heaven, blah, 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 you know.
Hashtag who wants to buy Iron Man?
But here's the thing, though. It would be a few days of these messages, and then it's done. You're forgotten. You're you know, life goes on. You're still just somebody on a screen, and to that person, life will go on, and you will be forgotten. So how important are you really to be sacrificing so much of your own life just for the social media feed? Oh, I have to post more on Instagram. Fuck it. I'm so inactive. In 2019, I've been so inactive on social media because I was trying to grow my business and developing products that there was simply no time for social media. And in the first, I think, 3-4 months, I was like, oh shit, I'm really not posting. And the algorithm does fuck you over then. But
no. I was like ripping out the
okay.
headphones.
but then after a while, I was like, who cares? You know?
Yes.
If you just make a post even a week, so what? You don't have to post daily. It's okay. Sometimes you don't have thousands of likes. Who the frick cares? It's okay. Life goes on.
Yep.
You take care of you first, and also there, and then social media is next. Is like last.
Yes. Yeah, Baka also post the comments. Social media also is frustrating. You put 100% in it and you reach 10%. Yes, it can be
Yes.
frustrating, but you shouldn't try to not like take that to your heart, because you should cosplay for your own
Yeah.
good
The, the, th-
well-being and not for like
the thing
your
though,
followers.
it's not so much social media. It is frustrating. You put in 100% and you reach 10%, but this is not like the fan base, because if you go from that 10%, that means 90% didn't see it. If you would get that 90% into one room and you show them your work, they would all love it, probably like it, probably comment on it. This is the part where social media has grown so big that you can't compare it to how it was a few years ago. Now it's really simple. It is so huge that they want to make more money off you, and they see you as a business. They have the keywords. They know, for example, like all my posts regarding smoke machines, I know they don't get a lot of reach because there are keywords in there like available, web shop, buy, store. All these things are keywords that I make money, that this is a product. You have a business page. Business means money. They want some of that money. That's why you always get those like, hey, this post is reaching so many people. Boost it now for more. This is the social media empire that they want to take your money because they want to make money off of the thing that you make money off. So this is not so much the fan base that doesn't like my work. They just don't see your work. And the reason they don't see your work is because of the social media doesn't spread it, because they will spread it and they can, but they want you to put in money. And I did. I've done that a few times when I'm promoting like a sale or a new product kind of stuff. But that has also a flip side. Yeah, for that post, it does really well and you do reach your target audience. But you also paid money to them. And they know if you paid once, you're going to do it again and again and again and again. So, you know, it's that double-sided thing. So yeah, but it is. I do agree with you that you should make cosplay for you. That is also how I started, because I had my depression and burnout, and that's how I started, and that helped me get out of it. And you can kind of like lose track if you just get absorbed in that, like, oh, I have to get likes. So then why are you doing it? Are you still doing it for the love of making and how that made you feel, or how that little guy made you feel? So
Yes. Sometimes I also see people like complaining, yeah, I don't see every photo, or
Yep.
but then they follow like 2,000 people, and then like, yeah, but if those 2,000 people like post every day, you just can't scroll through 2,000 posts.
Nope.
You can't see everything. It's just like that, sadly. I would love to see all of them.
You said stop caring about the marketing side. One, I'm not very good at it. Two, it's just an impenetrable mess of algorithms, shifting trends, etc. Yeah, that's true. I made a dumb video of an arm test and it blew up. Why? You don't know. And then I put in a lot of work into a post what I think is awesome and it's going to do great because I spent weeks on it. 50 views. Who knows? I don't know. It is a weird thing. So now I go back to my original reason for posting daily, to motivate myself. It's easier to do stuff if there's a goal. Very true. And Baka says, I posted daily before Christmas. After Christmas, I still waited for photos, so I posted whatever. One now exploded, but the others were meh. And I'm totally not happy, so I can't wait to finally post fascinating stuff again. What helps me, because the way the social media crappiness works nowadays is that, yeah, they want you to be active. They want you to like post more. It's like why YouTube vloggers always like blow up if they do like the daily videos. You interact with the platform a lot. But there is still this thing called life you have to do, and I don't have time to always be on my phone. So they're all also like third-party apps for that. Like I use later.com, and then you can plan your posts for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and cross posts, and you could do that for months on end and time them, and then the stuff goes automatically. So if you're like me and that you do want to post more than you are doing, but you're having difficulty in like, shit, I have to remind myself to do that daily, you can just spend like 2 hours one day working out all social media posts for the next 2 weeks, and then just hit go, and then the system kind of takes over. So, and you have those free, you have those paid. I have a paid version. It's $9 a month, and then I can have some unlimited unlocks and all that stuff. So that does help. So if you want to do that, then you can use a third-party app, because I don't want to spend every day on my phone making a new post. I'd rather just invest 1 or 2 hours one day, and then I have to don't think about that for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Post daily before Christmas. Where were we? I click most of your things, so your work is amazeballs. Definitely. You click because you see it. Yes. The problem is seeing it. Social media game is rigged. Most definitely. It's you could also see the change when Instagram got taken over by Facebook. You could see the algorithms it changed, more ads and all that stuff. So you can't compare it to even to like as soon as 2 years ago. It's totally different.
Yes, it is.
Yes. So I'm happy to have people give their honest feedback. That's the most cool thing. Yes. Can't wait to drown myself into the making again.
Yes, same for me.
Yeah, I've recently gotten really motivation back because the Bob cosplay has been, I think, the head I made first, because I wanted to make a YouTube video out of that, and that is now already a year old. And that, I know it's a big cosplay, but that could have been done months ago. But then again, I prioritized other things. So, but right now I've really gotten back into the swing of things. I'm actually busy on the last part now, and that's his jacket. I'm making all the raised details on it, and once that jacket is done, I can do a pretty good test fit. So actually, I'm actually drowning myself in making now again, and that's been a long time ago. So that's good. My kunai blew up, same as Lara. So strange. Well, did your kunai blow up?
The first one I posted in April last year has almost 9,000 likes. And yeah, it was a really shitty photo. Also, the Kage hat I posted with like the ugly background, almost 10,000 likes. And
isn't that strange sometimes that the crappy mobile vids do way better than the nice recorded full HD kind of stuff? It's like the shittier your camera, the better it goes.
It's more real.
I had the Iron Man video. It was a shitty cell phone video that somebody at AnimeCon that somebody recorded, and it was just me smiling. My mask closes and I let the thrusters rip. It's 8 seconds long. It has 3 million views. It is the shittiest video ever. Somebody went just like, it paused and they sent it to me, and I was like, oh, hey, I can post this. Blows up. Who knows? And then I do like a proper video shoot and do that. Nothing.
That's really sad.
Who can explain? I can't. I don't know.
It's sad.
Yes. Social media platforms want you to post a lot. That's true. Because you're creating product for them for free. Yeah, it's just content. You're spitting out content. They profit off your work most of the time without compensation. That is nicely put. I prepared many posts and often it didn't work. Yeah, same here. It's only the people at the top of the social media companies, they probably know. Yeah, so weird. I get as much feedback at times for that professionally shot gender bent mercy as I did for some weird half-lit whip of some pauldron I shot from a bad angle on my phone. Of being in the flow of crafting, yeah, definitely. The hashtags also make a lot of difference. Yeah, I've been trying to like switch up some hashtags. I watched some videos about hashtag stuff, and they do suggest you to change hashtags, because if you always use the same ones, you kind of also fade to the background. It seems. I don't know why that is, but it apparently just is. So sometimes it helps just to, once a month, just toss away if you have saved hashtags and just throw some new ones in there, remove some old ones. Who knows? I did that once. It seemed to go a little bit better. Now I'm lazy and I'm using saved hashtags again, but I kind of stopped caring about social media all that much.
Funny enough, when I posted like the Geralt cosplay test of Daniel, I only used Witcher tags, and I noticed that like the post wasn't really like shown in the Witcher cosplay tags, like only like 6 interactions through hashtags. That is, I never used those tags before. What the fuck is happening? Why am I shadow banned from the Witcher cosplay tag? What?
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know how all the hashtags kind of stuff.
It's super weird.
And it's probably also different how they work on Twitter, and probably different how they work on Instagram.
Yes.
Because it's like separate companies. So I know that in Facebook, if you, in your post, if you post a link to a website that leads away from Facebook, it will always do badly. Always,
Yes,
because they detect it, and that is leading away from Facebook, and that's not what Facebook wants. So its reach will tank hard, and it will not do good. So yeah, which makes sense. They want to keep you on the platform. But yeah, the old Zuckerberg can explain.
Change hashtags, not more than 10 cosplay and spend. Not more than 10 is bullshit. That's confirmed, because that doesn't matter how
Cosplay is
many
banned?
hashtags.
Really?
No, it's not. No.
The hashtag cosplay?
Just maybe it's just banned for some cosplayers sometimes, but no.
Man, copycat said, etc. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know he was like shadow banned from the cosplay tag, but that doesn't happen to everyone. It happened to another cosplayer I follow too. When he like used the cosplay hashtag, his post didn't show up in like any tags. But for me, until now, there was no problem with the cosplay tag. It's just for sometimes for some people. It's really weird.
Just get that wow effect in your set. Yeah. Also sometimes when you post a video, having the right thumbnail also helps. When you have, I saw it once, you have 1.8 seconds apparently to grab the attention of somebody, of the average user who scrolls. And yet this movement and is about 1.8 seconds where you can grab the attention of like, oh hey, and that's about all you get. So yeah, short attention span.
Maybe that's why TikTok works so well.
Maybe it's short, ready to consume content. It's ready to go. It's like, here, it's short. It's not a video of 20 minutes. So yeah. Angelus Imcos says, my advice: do what makes you happy, and that's true. That's nicely said. And believe me, social media is just too exhausting. It is. Some people have also asked, like, why do you even do social media then? If you don't like it, why don't you just stop? I'm running my own business, and that's why. And social media does help. People can reach out to me because they want to contact me for product, or I show a new product. So I should be more on social media in that aspect. And I do like to share my work still. It's just a lot of this forced crap coming from the social media companies. It's like, if you like my work or if I like her work and I follow her, that should be enough. No, I have to turn on notifications and hit the bell and be super fan and be this and this. No, I just want to see more of her work, and that should be like one click and give me what I want. But no, it's like all these extra things, and that's what's tiring. So yeah.
Yes.
You
I use social media for like portfolio and, as you said, like just because I like to upload stuff. I just like it.
Yep. You want to hit the last one? How to deal with drama?
Oh, we already almost talked for 2 hours. We can
Dang.
save it for the next one. So we
Damn,
have
yes. Yeah, that's true. I didn't realize it was already 2 hours. What time is it? Oh, damn. It's
soon.
10:40. I have to
Yes.
work tomorrow at 6.
oh no.
You know, we're having fun, so it's
Yes.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Can just read the last comments.
Yeah.
Just make a
Okay,
list
yeah.
what people still want to know for the next podcast.
Yeah, I'll scroll to the chat when it's done.
I believe me, social media is just too exhausting. Yes. Many use it as a form of communication with your pals you meet at cons. Also, big yes.
Yes.
Do bit.ly also counts. Yes, every link that's not Facebook is not good for your Facebook post.
Yep.
Yes.
I
Also,
even tagging other cosplayer pages I found is also not great.
yes. I noticed that.
As weird as that is, tagging other cosplayers, which you always do because you want to like credit. If I repost a photo, like, oh, look at Wegenaer, who I had a podcast with at Wegenaer, that post will do horrible. It's
Yes.
I don't know why. It's weird.
Also, it's totally weird, but if you like link Instagram on Facebook, it also goes very bad. Even though it says like Instagram by Facebook. Like, why can't I like link Instagram? If you want to have like the approval in the Instagram, like you're the real account, you cannot tag your Facebook profile in your Instagram profile. What the fuck? You're not allowed to link a Facebook profile.
It's all owned by the same company.
Yes. I don't understand it. It's so
It's almost that they're making it so complicated to know. It's just so that nobody will know, and just that they know. I guess.
yeah.
Sleep
I
is for
think
the
it's
weak.
just-
Yeah, I know, but I do this a lot with like minimum sleep. So no, it's sometimes sleep is nice.
I think it's just gambling at this point. Yes, it definitely is. Sometimes you have luck, sometimes a post goes very bad. It's just like that. Sadly.
Yes.
I have awesomely talented friends without any media success. Yes, I have some of them too. So you don't need to have social media to be good.
No, I get that. I get that comment sometimes on YouTube. I'm close to 10K, but people are like watching a video and then they comment like, "Dude, why don't you have more subscribers? You deserve way more." It's like, I guess, like, share my page more, but yeah, it's, you know, that is also on Instagram, probably some really talented builders with foam work so clean. It's amazing, and then they have like 300 followers. It's just how it is.
Yes. Okay, yeah, comments from the other subjects.
weird.
Sleeps for the week. Tagging ergo crediting. Yes, crediting is not very liked by Facebook. Subscribe, you keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. What?
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah. Subscribe. It's like,
Ah.
if I subscribe to you, I want to see more of you, but it's not because you have to do like do all this fucking things.
Wait. So we have to credit people to avoid liability, but if we do, we get punished.
Yes.
Yes. having a really hard time to stick to my family-friendly cosplay persona right now. What family-friendly cosplay persona? That's kind of why I always try to suggest smaller cosplayers to bigger cosplayers. That helps a lot. Yes. Yes. That helps a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
Like promote if they have amazing work. You can just also post them in stories. I mean, it doesn't have to go okay, but at least you tried, and your friend or the smaller cosplayer will see that they got a shout out. So that's also nice for them. Even if they don't get like, oh, no, I didn't get 1,000 likes through your shout out. So what, you know? But it can be nice. But then again, it goes back to you don't always have to measure success in social media presence or in how many likes you have. Yeah, I don't know how to really say it. I think some people will disagree with me because they're like, yeah, but it's easy for you to say because you have over 20k likes. And I'm like, she has over 40k. It's not like she's going like, oh, I'm more than you because I have double.
Don't talk to me.
you pleb. No, wait. There is one thing you got over me with the amount of likes you have. You got to go first with what do you meme?
Yes, that's the most important part.
Yes, that's the only time it helped. Just to clarify, that's just a stupid card game, and literally in the rules it says the person with the most Instagram followers gets to go first. And that was her.
I can say to my family now, yay, I can be the person in the card game. That's what my social media is for.
Success. So yeah. It is. Oh hey, Lucas is here.
Sounds like a fun card game. Yes, it is a fun card game.
But you're kind of late, Lucas, because we're kind of wrapping up after 2 hours. So
Hi, Lucas.
the rules of Cards Against Humanity says the person who has the card czar first is the person who pooped the most recent. Ooh.
You.
I didn't know that about Cards Against Humanity.
Is it really in the rules?
Is it? I don't know. I never heard of it.
Yeah.
We just start, I guess. All right. I think we're wrapping it up, and we'll leave the how to deal with drama topic for the next one. And maybe if we have a guest, we can actually ask that guest how they deal with drama and kind of make it like a double up.
An AA meeting about drama.
Yes. How do you deal with drama? All right. Oh my God, no drama. Oh my God, no. We won't discuss actual drama, but how to deal with drama.
Yes.
It's like if you are ever confronted with drama or somebody saying like, oh, you shouldn't cosplay this, you could label that as drama, and how you could deal with trolls, let's say. So we won't be discussing like past drama that got blown up on social media, but how to, like, if you have like negative people in your comment section, how to deal with that drama if that happens to you or me or Lara or whatever. That's what we mean.
Yes.
So yes, this was a good one. There was a lot of back and forth activity in the chat. I like.
Yes.
It was good. I when we started it up, I didn't want to do it live. I was like, yeah, just if it's not live, we'll have more control and blah blah blah. But this is better. So yes, much better.
Life is always better.
Yes, that's true. Way more interaction, and it can go into it. It has that nice segue because we talked about like not having kids and and all that stuff. So that's good. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. possibly in the next 2 or 3 weeks we'll have another one. We'll try to do them at least like twice a month. That should be very well doable with our schedules.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Yes. Then we will stop the stream. Everybody have a good night and have a good Sunday, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Good night. Bye bye.
Bye.